This will be an update on previously posted video on my cherry of the Rio Grande. If you search my channel, Fontene Backyard Orchard, you'll find a video on this tree when it was in bloom. I'll also include the progress of my Australian fingerlime and my Lolita Surinam Cherry tree, both of which are starting to set fruit. I'll start off with this tree here. This is my cherry of the Rio Grande tree. I'm not really sure how old this tree is, but it's a mature tree growing in a large container. It started to flower a few months ago at the end of January. It put out a really heavy set of flowers, but only a few managed to set fruit. This is going to be the first harvest that I get off this tree, and it doesn't look like it's going to be a really big one. There's just a few on the tree. There's one there. They start off green, and then they turn a little yellow, and then get to an orange color. Or they turn like a deep. There's one on the orange color. They turn like a deep red color, and that's when they're ready to be picked. There's a few. I've already harvested a few of them off this tree. There's still a few more that are about ready to be picked, like some of these here. Especially the one there on the left. That's when they're the tastiest. They get a really deep color, and they're ready to be picked. When this thing was in full bloom, I used honey water mixture to spray on the flowers to try and attract some bees. I was hoping that would increase the fruit production, but it didn't seem to do much. I did get more bees that way, but this is a really small fruit set, so it really wasn't that effective. Here's what the flowers of this tree look like. Very nice, attractive looking. Hard to imagine why the bees wouldn't be attracted to these flowers, but the only thing I can think of is that it was back in January when it was in bloom. It was still a bit cold in my area, and really weren't a whole lot of bees. If it does bloom again later in the season, hopefully, now that it's a little bit warmer, we'll get a little bit more bee activity and get a better fruit set. Here's a few that I harvested off the tree. I found that the darker ones have the best flavor. They ranged in sizes, as you can see there, from about a size of a grape to some that are actually quite a bit larger. They have 1 to as many as 3 seeds, depending on the size. They have quite a bit of flesh on them. Here's what they look like on the inside. I really enjoyed the flavor off these. It's not overly sweet, but it is very good tasting. I really enjoyed them. I'm hoping I'll be able to get some more off this tree. Next up is my Australian finger lime. I have a previously posted video when this was in bloom back in December. Don't think it set any fruit from the flowers that were in bloom back in December, but as you can see, it's blooming again. It's got a few flowers open and some buds that are getting ready to flower. And there's a few here but that are starting to set, but they don't look too healthy. Not sure if they're gonna stay on the tree. There's a few more there. That one looks a little bit more green. There's one there, but that does not look like it's gonna hang on. These here are definitely not gonna stay on the tree. There's several scattered throughout the tree, but don't know if they're gonna hang on. It may still be a bit too young. Next is the Surinam Cherry tree. This is a Lolita. It's a black variety. This one does look like it's going to hang on to some. There's quite a bit that are forming. Nice and green color, so hopefully these will stay on and reach maturity. Quite a few. It had a pretty good set of flowers, and looks like the majority of them are gonna stay on. Here's one that's a little bit bigger than the rest. There's quite a few. This is growing in a 15-gallon container. Gets a pretty good amount of sun here. Probably close to 8 hours. I have another one over here. Talked about this one before. It bloomed. It's in the ground, and it had a pretty good set of flowers, but not a single one set. This is the red variety. There's another one here that's another black variety. It hasn't put out any flowers at all. It's still young. It's also growing in a 15-gallon container. Eventually I plan to put both of these in the ground. Probably clear out this area here. Maybe grow them as a hedge along this section here. But for now, I'm definitely not going to be transplanting it while it's setting fruit, so I'll have to wait till the fruit's harvested before I can think about putting it in the ground. Well, that's it for now. I'll put links to the previously posted videos on the cherry of the Rio Grande and the Surinam Cherry tree. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'll be posting videos on a regular basis. If you'd like to follow along Please hit the subscribe button. Until next time, grow your own, stay safe, and thank you for watching.